Hi, my name's Tony. I'm the owner-operator of Sweet Home Inspections. It's a home inspection business located in South Alabama, here in Baldwin County, Alabama. So today's topic is, should you get a home inspection? And of course you're asking a home inspector, and so of course my answer is yes. But I'd like to at least walk through the reasons why. So if you're on the fence, like, I don't know if I want to get a home inspector or not, is it really worth the money? In my opinion, absolutely yes. So you booked an inspection with Sweet Home Inspections. The price of an average home inspection is $400. And it goes up based on square footage, but $400, right? So if you're on the fence, is it worth $400 for a home inspection? Let me give you just a few, and I could go over thousands of reasons, but no need for the video to be that long. Let's just go for a few reasons that say why it's justified. Number one is just, you don't know what you don't know. And the homeowners don't know what they don't know. When's the last time they crawled around their attic and looked around? Or when's the last time they went into their crawl space and looked around for problems? I promise you, it's not very often. And that's something all your home inspectors are going to do. They're going to go into those places and they're going to be looking for problems. And there's common problems we find all the time that just that one problem justifies the whole cost of the report. And they're little and they're everywhere, right? So one thing you always think about home inspections, you see the little outlet tester, right? That they're putting in all the outlets. What's that doing? It's looking at the wiring that's behind there and making sure it's wired correctly. And almost every outlet in the house could be wired correctly, but then you find one that isn't. Let's say it has a very common issue, which is called an open ground. It just means you haven't hooked up the wires on that receptacle in the proper way. So if the ground is open, then that's an ungrounded receptacle. So yeah, there's a risk for shock, but I'm not saying, this outlet's going to kill you. Really, to me, the more pricey thing is, in today's world, you're going to plug an iPad, an iPhone, right, a computer, some expensive electronics into that receptacle, that outlet, and you don't know any better. That outlet has an open ground in it. You get a surge, and there goes your iPad or your iPhone or your smart device or whatever it is. And those things are expensive. So just finding one of those receptacles, which every home inspector is going to do, justifies the whole cost of the whole report. Right? Something simple like that. Of course, there's the big stuff, man. How's your roof? Which are expensive. Those are at least $10,000 to $15,000. What about your HVAC? Again, $10,000 and up. How's it working? How's the health? What's its age? What's it look like? Does it have any visual problems going on at the time of inspection? Looking at your plumbing, looking at your electrical. These are things that a home inspection is going to cover. Every home inspection inspector is going to cover these things. And that's why it's worth it, and let's go through something even smaller, right? Let's just say the house is almost perfect, but there's one dial on your oven that doesn't work, right? And it doesn't operate that one burner. That stinks, If you find it in the home inspection report, you can talk about it with your agents. Agents can then talk about it between themselves. And maybe through that, they'll say, you know what? We'll just buy a new oven and throw it in there for you. So that's something you don't even have to worry about. Well, an oven's worth at least $600. And again, I said my report's only $400. So even something small like that justifies the whole report. And there's big things. So always, 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 if you have an opportunity to get a house inspected, that is the best money you're going to be spending on the whole home buying purchase, because it could save you, that little bit of money could save you tens of thousands of dollars. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'll put the contact of how to get in touch with me here in the bottom of the video. If you like the video, please give it a like, share it with anyone you know. And if you're going to buy a home, give me a call. I'd love to help you out. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day.